She's a dream girl. She's your favorite girl. They all like to call her sis, cause she's a girl's girl. Not a whole girl, but your home girl. She can be a diva, but she ain't a diva. So holla when you see her. Is it a tit or quit? The road to the golden boots.
What's the titty, baby? Welcome back to another episode of Tit or Quit. The road to the golden... Road. You heard that? Road. Damn, that's a bumpy road, bitch. Which it has been, right? Like, where are the boots? Where are the golden boots, honey? We just want to give out a golden boot, baby. I mean, a mandatory meeting, like, was she even on this season? It's been so long. It's been so long since we've seen her. It's been a long time, honey. But perhaps this episode has a golden boot worthy look. Maybe two. I believe it. We'll see. We're going to see together. First, it's time for some housekeeping. That's right, today we're getting a little spicy as I recreate Spice's confessional look, baby. Literally, I fucked up this jacket for this moment. I glued some spikes, bitch. We hodgepodge it together, but you gotta admit, this hair and the mug is giving, bitch. You can't clock me. Can't clock it, bitch. Boots. Okay, honey, so yes, it is another week. I feel like it's been so long since I've done Tit or Quit, since I've talked with you guys. It's been like an entire week, but it felt like a month, right? I don't even know where this week went. It's Thursday. Beyonce comes out at 9 p.m. tonight, bitch. I'm screaming because I'm on the West Coast. So should I do a reaction video of Beyonce's Coach Carter? Why do I want to say Coach Carter? Carter Cowboy. Cowboy Carter. I don't even act too, bitch. Beyonce comes out and my pussy can't handle it. Listen, on the show on Drag Race, I was like, I'm not about country. Fuck country. I'm not a country bitch. I even said I'm not a white bitch. Like, I really apologize. But Beyonce's showing me that you gotta be white to like country. And I think that's the revelation I'm having, because it's about to be a yee-haw-ho down in here, honey, bitch. I'm down. Let's go. Beyonce will take me there. And she also said it's not a country album. It's a Beyonce album. So I'm here for the Beyonce-ness of it all. I know we're all very excited. What else is going on? My EP Homegirl has been out for a week now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I've been getting a lot of nice feedback, and what's really cool is that people like different songs. People aren't just like, oh, this one song is a standout. Like, people enjoy different songs for different reasons, and that really makes me happy because it just shows, like, you know, I put in work for each song, so the work is paying off regardless. Because, you know, sometimes people put albums and like, oh, I don't care about that song. I don't care about that song. Mind you, it's only 4 songs, so it's not a lot. It's actually 4.5. So the fact that you guys are appreciating it just means so much to me. So please make sure you go stream. If you haven't listened to it yet, go listen to my new EP, Homegirl. I'm gonna be performing it all through Pride. I did a live version of it. I did like a mega mix version of it in San Francisco this past weekend, which was litty titty, bitch. It was Ariana Grande night, honey, and I was like, I had to give, you know, my EP just dropped, so I had to give a little bit of titties before I gave some Ariana. So I was so proud to do that live, and I'm excited to do it live for WeHo Pride at OUTLOUD. Make sure you get your tickets. If you live in Los Angeles or in the surrounding areas, come out for WeHo Pride. I'm performing June 1st, I think in the afternoon. I don't know if it's at night, unless they switch it around on me. So come through, buy your tickets, and come see the titties live, honey. I'm so excited. Home, she's a dream girl. That's all I really have to report this week, you guys. Like, I performed in San Francisco this past Saturday, and then on Friday I was at Precinct for a viewing party. And let me just tell you, there were so many people who came up to me who were like, I watched Tit or Quit. I'm a big fan. I follow every week. Please don't stop. And I was just like, people are actually watching, because, you know, I have a hard time comparing myself, you know, especially to other girls' YouTube channels who have like thousands of views, and I have like my baby 5,000, 7,000 views, which is not bad. Like, I'm very grateful for it, but like in my head, it can't help but to compare and despair. You know what I mean? Which is never good. So in my mind, I'm like, oh. But then in real life, people are like, hey girl, I see you and it's working, so don't stop. So that makes me just so happy. And mind you, I kind of live for the fact that this is very hodgepodge and like, you know, kind of run down and ghetto. Let's face it, bitch, there's a little ghetto here in these green screen streets. But I think that's part of the charm. So I appreciate y'all coming along with me, and we're gonna keep on going to find who's gonna win the golden boot. Please, while you're here, make sure you subscribe. If you're not subscribed already, go send it to a friend to subscribe as well, so give the subscribers up, like, comment, all the things. I'll be reading your comments, honey, and I feel the love, and I appreciate you so much. As always, my itty bitty S-Titty committee, my little nibs, I love you. All right, bitch, let's jump right into this episode because we are almost towards the end, bitch. There aren't a lot of bitches left over, so it's gonna be fairly quick this time around. Like last week, I think the pace was really nice. We got through it, bitch. We got to the meat and potatoes. No more bullshit. Let's keep it rolling. This week's category was chain reaction, a look consisting of chains of some sort, right? You know, my Golden Boot award-winning look actually had chains on it. It was show us your metal was the prompt. So baby, chains for me gave metal. So I gave chains, I gave metal street signs. It was giving metallic bodysuit. I was giving metal in all the ways, but maybe too many ways, right? I think that was like a big note for me on my season was like edit. Like I get to edit a little more, and I think as I grow, as I continue to move forward and discover my fashion sense, like that is personal to me. That is kind of a big note, right? Like just edit. Like it doesn't have to be everything all at once. It could be like this much, and that's gonna be enough, you know? Especially after Drag Race, a lot of girls just be wearing their Shein or, you know, their Fashion Nova, bitch, and people are fine with it. People accept it. So I'm like, why am I trying to work so hard with the chains and the streets and the this and this? It's like, yes, I have a vision, but like, baby, sometimes I can get the vision across with doing a little less. But, you know, I'm an extra kind of bitch. So that's what you get. I do the most because bitches be doing less. Boots. Red draft. Anyways, chain reaction. Let's jump into this episode. Tit or Quit, the road to the golden boot, episode 12. Let's see who has the top tit of the week. All right, we're starting things off with Nymphia Win with a 94% tit and a 6% quit. Now, baby, did anyone else I really don't think this is racist when I say this. Like, I just want to be very clear. I'm not trying to be racist by any means, but did this whole vibe give Anitra? Like, I just saw Anitra on stage. I think it was the pussy bodysuit because Anitra wore a lot of those cunty bodysuits and like the hair with the swooshies. Like Anitra be wearing the snatchbacks with the swooshies. You know what I mean? And it just, if she had a slash down her eye, bitch, it was Anitra. To me, it was gorgeous, sickening. I really, really loved how she utilized like her culture with the chains. Like it wasn't just regular chain link. It was the intricate chain work that comes from where she's from. Like that was just so sickening to me. I really thought, oh, it's giving chains, but in her way. You know what I mean? So I really, really, really lived for this. I think what they said on the panel was like, you know, the color schemes of the tassels was really interesting. It wasn't just like one color. I think this bitch really served. 94% tit. You know, like, is this the most elaborate look ever? No, but isn't that the interesting thing about Drag Race? It's like not every single look is gonna be like a banger, banger, banger. And as you're preparing for Drag Race, like you also, there's certain designers who don't produce banger, banger, banger. They produce like fashion or you know, more toned down, edited down, and like still effective though, right? So like not every look can be a street lamp look. You know what I mean? So this definitely gives like one of the more toned downs, but it in this case, I think it really works. So this bitch served. I thought she really sold it on the runway, and I think like in this hair as well, like the bitch is just giving levels and versatility and element. Like we've seen so many different sides of the banana with Miss Nymphia. You know what I mean? So I also feel too like I forget that she's on the season sometimes, to be quite honest. I don't know why, because you know, plain Jane and like Dawn really have like the forefront of the conversations most of the time, and then now it's a little bit more Saphira. So I feel like Nymphia's kind of like falling to the background. They're really playing into cues like safe, face crack moments. So I don't know. I feel like maybe Nymphia, it's time for Nymphia to have like a win for something that's not a design challenge, you know? Is she already? I don't know. Don't mark my words, bitch. I ain't paying attention too hard. But it's just my observations off the bat. Like sometimes I forget, oh yeah, Nymphia. Oh, yes, of course. The bitch is sickening, bitch. I live. All right, let's go. Let's say their names.
I understand.
Oh, Calorie Kardashian Williams in the house. Gave this a tit, honey. Wow, Calorie Kardashian. Last time I saw her was in Texas. Was I in Texas? I think I was in San Antonio, Texas, maybe? Yeah, or not. Perhaps? I was somewhere in Texas and I saw that bitch, and she was a key. She was a good time. Anyways, moving on, we have Morphine with an 89% tit and 11% quit. Now this look, she said Chubari, like I didn't really know what that was. I was thinking like, isn't a siren the mermaid that comes up and sings and like snatches you up? Like, is that the same thing? I don't know what a Chubari is. Like, I don't know if that's anime. I don't know if it's specific to like some kind of Latin culture I'm not aware of. Like, I never heard Chubari before. But so her explanation was interesting. I was like, okay, work, bitch. Like, she has a point of view, which is cool because when I saw this, I just thought Cardi B. Like, I remember when Cardi B had all those watches for that one video. Like, that's what it was giving to me. And everyone was coming for her for the panty. Sure, put a couple chains on the panty, girl. It would have took us to the next level. But I mean, I feel like we've seen chain looks before that are very much this vibe, right? Like this is what we expect when we think chain look. And I think she gave us what we needed and what we expected. And it was a serve to me. The bitch is sickening, bitch. I love Morphine. We'll get to her for the golden chancla, bitch, because I think we found the winner so far for the golden chancla. I know. Let's say their names.
I understand.
We have Spellbound Sky. Spellbound is this store here in LA that sells crystals and it's all about spirituality and energy. And the fact that they're playing Titter Quit, I just want to give them a shout out. So hey, Spellbound. I can't believe they liked it. I can't believe they're playing Titter Quit. So they gave Morphine a tit. I live. Up next, we have Saphira with the 83% tit and a 14% quit. Now, I'm a little surprised this has 83%. Like, girl, when I saw this at Precinct, the viewing party, we were all watching the runways like, and then Saphira came out because I think she was one of the last ones, and all of us screamed in the club. All of us were like, ah, woof, 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 woof. And I was at Precinct, bitch, so you know the leather daddies, but the boys, they played the pup play over there. Downtown, baby. So they were woofing and hollering, and so was I. I thought this was just so different from what we've seen from Saphira so far. Like I said, this bitch always delivers on the runway, and it's always like kind of gowny or operatic, right? So the fact that she gave us like sex kitten kink in this way, but also like for me, what really gags me is like chains are used as leashes. I'll be a dog. And the fire hydrant purse, like I think it just was like delicious. The fact that it has 83%, I don't understand that. I don't think it's golden boot worthy by any means. Sure, maybe people were like, ill, because again, Saphira's a bigger girl. She's wider set, like in the shoulders. She's taller. She's, a little like, she's not overweight or anything, but she's bigger. She's a bigger girl. And I think if a queen, like say, a skinny bitch wore this, the fans would go crazy. I don't know. I don't think it deserved 14% quit by any means. I think it could have been up in the 90s, but y'all are weird, so. And I really think she ate this, bitch. It's like Snoopy grew up and, likes to get fisted. It's really what it was giving me. Wolf, wolf, honey, Charlie Brown, all right? I don't think it's getting golden boot. Let's say their name. Lux in the house. We have Lux Noir London gave this a Lux Noir tit. BOOTZ, baby. We have Plain Jane with a 61% tit and a 39% quit. Now, when this bitch came out, of course, I think the outfit is gorgeous. Like this metallic vinyl, it looks so clean and like you could really like do your makeup up looking at it. You know what I mean? Like you can fix your eyelash looking at her outfit. It was just that clean because sometimes vinyls can get dirty or look smudgy. You know what I mean? This looked very fresh, very clean, and I really enjoyed it. And like the titty cones, it was just really great. But the category was chains. She had 3 chains on. She had a chain all the way to, the bitch had 3 chains. 6 chains, 3 chains. The bitch didn't have enough chains for me, okay? I mean, when she was walking, I was just like, the emphasis is not giving chains. So I don't know. I wasn't really, I was like, it's a great look, mama. Thanks for spilling, but where are the chains for me? Where are the chains? I don't know. I needed more chains from her. I think it could have been a lot more chainy. It was given very much, I have this metallic look. Let me throw some chains on it to make the chain runway. It was given that, but is it golden boot worthy? No, ma'am. I don't think so by any means. So let's say their names. We have Robin Fierce in the house. Gave this a quit. I always love Robin. I always love to see how, because I could see the shadiness in Robin. Like, I could see Robin's facial expression when she goes to hit quit. You know what I mean? And like this look isn't bad. So like it's just so funny. I live for Robin. Up next is Dawn with a 40% tit and a 60% quit. Now we're below the average, honey. We're down in the quit territory, golden boots. Is this golden boot worthy? I don't think so. To be honest, like I think this is actually a very like chic-y, model-esque look. I just think her chains, I heard on a few, like I don't know if the pit stop or what it was, but they're like, it's the chains feel like an afterthought, and I see that. I understand that comments. The chains aren't really giving. I don't know if she needed like bigger chains, more chains, or whatever the fuck it is. But you have to admit, this Fashion Nova dress is very cunt. Like, I would want to wear this dress out to the club and feel like a bad bitch. You know what I mean? Like just tiptoe through the club, find some trade, baby. Like, hey, daddy, you like this ass? You see the cutouts, bitch? Like, it's giving very that. The dress, I think itself is really cute. For the runway, maybe not as elevated. I don't know. I think because the category's chains, she definitely had more chains than Plain Jane, right? But Plain Jane's outfit was a lot more sickening than this, correct? Maybe this is a different fabric. I don't know. The headband felt a little like haphazard to me too. It just felt like, oh, let me just add this as well. But she had chains hanging from it. I don't know. I think for Dawn, maybe we just expected something different. I mean, maybe she was trying to be different by doing this kind of a look. But like, baby, give us the crazy creature from the woods. Give us the woodland creature who was captured by Bartholomew. You know what I mean? You remember the Smurfs? It's giving. Yeah, she should have been a Smurf. She should have been a Smurf that was captured by the guy. What's his name?
The villain's name in the Smurfs cartoon series is
Gargamel. Oh, Gargamel. Y'all remember Gargamel? Daddy Gargamel. He had a cat. She should have been Smurfette. Chained down from Gargamel. That I feel like that would be so Dawn, and it would have been so fun to look at. Gargamel. Oh my God, Gargamel. Gag me, Gargamel. That what kind of name is Gargamel, bitch? I don't know. Welcome to the stage, Gargamel. Gargamelisha. Garga. Lady Gaga, Gargamel, bitch, down. All right, let's say their names. I don't think it's golden boot worthy. I don't think it's gonna get a golden boot. It's yeah, it wasn't amazing, but I also think she still looked good. Like I think the bitch looked she looked kind of like a baddie, like she'll cast a spell on you or something if you look at her weird. You know what I mean? It was giving very like mysterious, baddie. I don't know. I liked it. Not for the runway, like it was trying to be something that it wasn't, and I think that's what was hard, and maybe because it's like, we don't expect that from Dawn, so like, stay in your lane. I don't know. It was kind of like giving too much of a, like, baddie for me, but maybe it's just the fabric. I don't really know, and honestly, I don't really care, so let's say their names. We have Malaysia Baby Doll Fox gave this a quit. Malaysia Baby Doll Fox in the house gave this a quit, honey. Moving on, we have Q with a 33% tit and a 67% quit. Now, I believe this is the last one of the week. Yeah, last one, okay. Now Q, mama, Q, we're being nice. We're not being mean. But you have the worst quit of the week, 67%, honey. But also, like, it didn't get a 70, 80, or 90% quit. So people still kind of like this look, which was kind of like, okay. I think what killed her here were these chains. These giant plastic hot pink chains. Like, if they were like some rich, real metal type chains that she maybe bedazzled with like pink rhinestones or something, and so they glistened. I don't know. I think that would have been sickening. I think the chains didn't do her any favor. I saw people were coming for her for the hair. And like, did y'all see the black scent thing that Monet and Naomi were talking about? I won't go there, but go look it up. I don't know. I'm just happy that POC is calling out. As someone who was attacked for a quote-unquote accent, which I don't have a fucking accent, bitch, I just appreciate the conversation. Okay, that's all I'll say, bitch. Anyways, Q, mama, this would have been, like, as thin as Dawn's chains were, I think this outfit would have been more effective, like, with the fringe on her sleeves, if they were, like, you know what I mean? It feels like a Bob, I don't know. I want to say, like, a Bob Mackie, like, fringe dress out of chains. That, I think Q could have really pulled that off somehow. I don't know. I actually see like Tsunami or like plain Jane and like a Bob Mackie fringe made of chains. Like that would be like really thin chain. Can you imagine that? That's gorgeous, actually. Bitch, who am I? Come on, fashion, okay? References and things and ideas. Wow. I kind of gagged myself. But yeah, I think these chains didn't do Q any justice. I don't think the hair helped her. You know what it reminded me of, this hair? Have you seen the Lady Dalmatian? Like, it's like a Dalmatian or like a poodle dog that's like does working out, and it's like a human dog. Like, that's what this reminded me of, and it made me feel weird inside. And like, you already know, I don't like the Rocket. I don't like the Red Rocket dogs. It was giving dog. Saphira gave cute, Snoopy, leather, kinky dog. This was giving me, I don't know. It just, I think we can all agree this wasn't like her best look. And again, the queens left are really bringing it. So the fact that Q is in the bottom with the worst look of the week, like, that's saying a lot, because Q be serving looks. You know what I mean? But sometimes we have some misses, honey. Sometimes we miss a little bit off the target. And it sucks too, because sometimes we don't know the order of the runways when they're gonna come up. Get all these looks ready, and then they say we're doing this look, and this look. And I'm like, well, shit, those are all my best looks, and my kind of like dud looks are left over. You only have that left to showcase, bitch, you're trapped. You know what I mean? So you gotta make sure all your looks are like top tier, which is really hard being your first time on Drag Race. You know what I mean? The money, the scrounging, the designers, all of it. It's just, I sympathize, I understand, and I have to say it for my girls. Like, I get it, it's hard. You don't get to choose what you get to showcase and when, especially if you have like a good week on the runway, or especially if you have a good week in the challenge or a bad week in the challenge, depending on what your runway's gonna be. You're like, crap, I wish I could wear this runway so I can like help myself a little bit from the challenge that I didn't do as great on, or compliment my challenge I did really great on. So we don't have a say in that. So I always want to say, girls, I feel you. I get it. But at the end of the day, the fans don't give a shit. They don't care. They just want to see what you bring in, bitch. And if it's not good, they go lash out for 2 minutes and then they're going to forget about it. So at the end of the day, we don't really care. We really don't, right? Like literally, as I watched this season, after being on the show, you know, feeling all my emotions from the show as I was watching it, I'm like, oh, it's a fleeting moment where we're watching, we feel something, maybe we tweet, maybe we don't, maybe people do and like double down on it, sure, but really it's like, bitch, we're past it, the episode's over, it's done. But as a contestant, hearing and reading all the comments and feeling all the feelings and all the critiques and it like lingers and bites at you and digs into your ego. And so like, it's really interesting for me to watch it now and have this realization that like, oh, bitch, it's not a big deal. Like, it's entertainment at the end of the day. It really is. So that realization for me is very important. I'm happy that I'm at this place today. I wish I was there a year ago. But let's say their names, honey. Okay, this week we have Marsha in the house. We have Jan Sport in the house. Aura Mayari in the house. We have Jax in the house. Robin Fierce in the house. Ariana Grande in the house. Lux Noir London in the house. All gave this a quit. Woo! Sorry, girl. Quits all around. But is this golden boot worthy? That's what we're here for, right? The golden boot. Could Q be nominated for a golden boot for this look? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do we put it up for nomination or not? So as it stands, I think a mandatory meeting is the front runner for the golden boot so far. I think what's fun is we get to pick from different mandatory meeting looks to see which one will get the golden boot. And we're approaching top 4 pretty soon, bitch. So we're gonna have to get down to the nitty gritty really soon, which is so exciting. We're gonna give away the golden boot, which is why this little channel was made, honey. I want it. I want to give it away. So let's see who wins it. Let me know in the comments if you think Q deserves the golden boot. I don't think any of the other girls this runway will get a golden boot for this runway category specifically. So let's move on to the golden chancla. Boots. Okay, honey. The golden chancla goes to the best lip sync performance of the season. This week we had Morphine versus Dawn, and the song was Body Yaddy 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 Baby. The minute happened, we knew it was a wrap. Poor Dawn didn't stand a chance, honey. Like, we all know this, but also like, what other song could Dawn have done where she probably would have beat the other competitor. Was she ever gonna win a lip sync? Question. I'm asking a question. I really don't see it in the cards for her. I mean, you know, I tweeted sending a prayer to all the blue-haired girls this week because, you know, Dawn has the kind of fan base where the girls just love her because she reminds them of themselves, right? Very blue-haired girl tease. So I know the fan base is very biased in that way, and you know, would jump off a bridge for this girl. So the fact that she went home to this song, I didn't see a lot of hate for Morphine. Maybe there was, but like, I think it was a very fair fight. Morphine won, plain and Jane, and I don't think, and you know, I think even Dawn admitted too that like she was never gonna win this. But that was my question, like what lip sync would she have won? I'm curious to know. You see what I mean? It's given, where's the performance? Where's the drag performance of it all? But I don't know. I've never seen Dawn perform live. I would love to see her perform live. I'm sure she would kill it. I really like Dawn. I think she's like a little evil creature. And I think her villainous ways in her mind is very entertaining in a way that's like less annoying than Mistress. I think Mistress and Dawn actually come from the same Keebler elf tree. Just, you know, Mistress had a little more Keebler cookies than Dawn. They come from, I would love to see them on All-Stars together. That's all I'm saying. Like, Dawn, Mistress, Candy. Could you imagine them all in a season together, bitch? It would be so entertaining. I think Dawn really served her purpose this season. I thought she was really interesting. Very talented with makeup, and her creativity with her fashions were really, really fun. So shout out to Dawn. But I think the Golden Chancla so far is in the hands of Morphine for this body yaddy performance, bitch. I think she ate it up. This bitch was, when she was doing on the floor, twerking it back, I was sold. It was the, she did the choreo, like, bitch ate. We can't deny it. So far, Morphine has the Golden Chancla. Unless y'all think it should go to Maya for another lip sync, let me know. I'm down to, this is your show. It's your show, not my show. It's your show. This is all you. Y'all are voting. So let me know if you think the Golden Chancla should go to Maya for another past lip sync, or if it's in the hands of Morphine right now. I think so far Morphine deserves it, claims it, stamp on the head. She ate that lip sync up. BOOTZ. I have Miss Mojo. Yes, Miss Mojo from YouTube. Miss Mojo posted on Instagram drag queens from Drag Race who did original choreography and lip sync, and she posted all these drag queens who did 3 moves of choreography, and she didn't include me. And this is not the first time I've been shaded by Miss Mojo. So I'm just saying, Miss Mojo, yeah, bitch, yeah. Ugh. I better not see you on the street, Miss Mojo. That's all I'm saying. The bitch has it out for me. I don't know what her tea is. Like, give me my flowers, ho. Jesus. Ooh. Okay. That was Tit or Quit, The Road to the Golden Boot, episode 12. And, yeah, it was a fun runway. The challenge was the bathroom challenge. Yeah, it was fine. I'll keep my opinions to myself because I don't want to get in trouble and I'm trying to be in good graces. So, until next week, you guys, go stream my EP, HOMEGIRL. Make sure you go buy my merch. I got a bunch of cute merch, and I have some BOOTZ merch still left over, so go ahead and check out the link, stitties.com/shop, to go buy some of my merch. My merch, when you buy it, supports me, honey. It pays me money that I can then use for more projects, more music videos, and more drag at the end of the day. So, shout out to Spice again for the confessional look. I feel like I really pulled this out my ass, and I look kind of cool. I'm giving very, like, was that sugar? I think that was sugar. Anyways, okay, so go buy my merch, go stream HOMEGIRL, go watch my music video BOOTZ, share it with a friend, and make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'll see you guys next week for Tit or Quit, The Road to the Golden Boot, where we're gonna give away the Golden Boot very, very, very soon. I'm so excited, and I have some special guests lined up for the final episode, so you guys won't want to miss it. Thanks for joining me here today. I also have new content dropping on my YouTube channel this week, maybe next week, so look out for that. Make sure you go look. It's gonna be good quality, bitch, not this. I paid for like good quality teas for that one, so make sure you go and watch that when it comes out. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next week. Please remember, you know, I've been doing a lot of my unta spirituality work on myself. And I just want to say, like, what I'm kind of learning right now, where I'm at with my mental journey at the moment, is something that I read was blame and joy cannot exist at the same time. When you are blaming someone or something for something, you can't be happy, you can't have joy. So when you remove blame, there's space for joy. So I'm trying to look at, you know, especially like even in terms of Drag Race, like I was blaming editors, producers, there's blame, the fans, the negativity, blame. But baby, if I remove that blame, I don't have no problem. I could be happy. Is it that simple? No, not at all. Because you know, we're used to putting meaning on stuff. We're used to something happening and us putting meaning onto it, and then we're attached to that meaning and we take it with us, and it's what we use to be like, wow. So if we take the meaning out, if we pull the blame back, and then point to ourselves and decide, what do I want to choose today? Do I want to point the blame and be upset and have like my little victim story? Or do I want to be happy and keep on pushing forward and hustling and being that girl, being that bitch, being S-Titties? I'm always going to choose S-Titties, but I forget that sometimes. So I just wanted to share that with you. Don't place blame today. Pick joy instead, and have a great, beautiful S-Titty day.